Be ready. Start. Tribunals are not ordinary courts, but neither are they appendages of government departments. Much of the official evidence appeared to reflect the view that tribunals should properly be regarded as part of the machinery of administration for which the government must retain a close and continuing responsibility. Thus, for example, tribunals in the social services field would be regarded as adjuncts to the administration of the services themselves. We do not accept this view. We consider that tribunals should properly be regarded as machinery provided by Parliament for adjudication rather than as part of the machinery of administration. The essential point is that in all these cases, Parliament has deliberately provided for a decision outside and independent of the department concerned, either at first instance or on appeal from a decision of a minister or of an official in a special statutory position. Although the relevant statutes do not in all cases expressly enact the tribunals are to consist entirely of persons outside the government service, the use of the term tribunal in legislation undoubtedly bears this connotation, and the intention of the Parliament to provide for the independence of tribunals is clear and unmistakable. From the analysis of the above system of administrative justice prevalent in United Kingdom, a very subtle and clear distinction from other laws is noticeable inasmuch as the sensitive personal data and right of privacy of an individual is assured a greater protection, and any request for access to such information firstly is subject to the provisions of the act, and secondly the members of the tribunals who hear the appeals from a rejection of request for information by the information commissioners under the provisions of either of these acts include persons qualified judicially and having requisite experience as judges in the regular courts. In United States of America, the statute governing the subject is Freedom of Information Act 1966. This statute requires each agency to furnish the requisite information to the person demanding such information subject to the limitations and provisions of the Act. Each agency is required to frame rules. A complainant dissatisfied from non-furnishing of the information can approach the district courts of the United States in the district in which the complainant resides or the place in which the agency records are situated. Such complaints are to be dealt with as per the procedure prescribed and within the time specified under the Act. In most of the international jurisdictions, the Commission or the tribunals have been treated to be part of the court-attached system of administration of justice, and as said by the committee, the ministerial tribunals were different and they were regarded as part of machinery of the administration. The persons appointed to these commissions were persons of legal background having legally trained mind and judicial experience of relating to or involving an executive or administrative official's adjudicative acts, quasi-judicial acts, which are valid if there is no abuse of discretion, often determine the fundamental rights of citizens. They are subject to review by courts, not easily definable. In the United States, the phrase often covers judicial decisions taken by an administrative agency. The test is the nature of the tribunal rather than what is doing. In England, quasi-judicial belongs to the administrative category and is used to cover situations where the administrator is bound by the law to observe certain forms and possibly hold a public hearing, but where he is a free agent in reaching the final decision. If the rules are broken, the determination may be set aside, but it is not sufficient to show that the administration is biased in favor of a certain policy or that the evidence points to a different conclusion. Describing a function that resembles the judicial function in that it involves deciding a dispute and ascertaining the fact and any relevant law, but differs in that it depends ultimately on the exercise of an executive discretion rather than the application of law. When the law commits to an officer the duty of looking into certain facts, not in a way which it specially directs, but after a discretion in its nature judicial, the function is quasi judicial, sharing the qualities of and approximating to what is judicial, essentially judicial in character, but not within the judicial power or function, nor belonging to the judiciary as constitutionally defined, of or relating to adjudicative acts of an executive or administrative officials. Thank you.